Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Wellbeing Box project. This is number 4 in a series of videos that we're putting together to support students with the project. And today I'm just going to take you through a few basics of crocheting. You will have all received your packs now with your crochet hook and your yarn. Your yarn comes in a little packet, like that one. And you will have received a crochet hook as well. There is a set of instructions with the pack that's come out to you. However, a number of students have asked that they'd also like a video to accompany the instructions and the photographs that were sent to you. Now, there is a lot of crocheting videos already available actually on YouTube. And I'm going to share an example of one with you this morning. And these are very, very useful and do actually take you through in a lot of clarity how to crochet if you're struggling with it. Now, the object of this box project is that you don't get overwhelmed with any of the techniques we're using, and that if you really can't get your head around crocheting, don't worry. It's there as an example of the sort of techniques or skills that you can learn that will help with our lockdown and the situation a lot of people are finding themselves in at the moment. So you've had your crochet hook, you've had your yarn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you my screen, and I'm going to play you and talk over a small clip of a video just to show you how to do your initial chain stitch and how to do your initial double stitch in your first row of stitching. So bear with me while I just screen share. Okay, on this video, and it's from Bella Coco Crochet, I've jumped to the second episode. The first episode of the video, it quite clearly shows you how to make a chain, which is the first step of your crocheting lesson. But she does go back through it again on this one. So I'm going to share that with you and also take you through the first double stitch of a crochet line. In the US, it is also called a single stitch. So if I just play the first bit, as you can see, she's got her yarn ready. She's going to make the first loop, which is the basics of what we of when we create our chain, which is how we create our first row of crocheting. So if I just take you through this, as you can see, she's looping the yarn round. She then loops it round again, crosses over, and again, like I said, this is all available on a separate video as well. And then she pulls the first loop over the second loop in order to create her loop that's going to form her chain. She then puts the crochet hook into her loop and pulls it tight. She then starts to create her chain, and what she does here is she'll loop the crochet hook around the yarn and pulls it through. Around the yarn and pulls it through. Okay, and if you're not confident in doing this, try this several times. She's going to do 11 stitches like this, but actually, if you're not very confident at the next stage, just try practicing this, making a chain. Okay, as you can see, she's holding the yarn tightly, but not too tight. Okay, the tighter you hold the yarn and the smaller you make the loops, the more difficult it is to get your crochet hook in the next time. So just have a go at this until you feel fairly confident. She's now going to actually create what we call in the UK a double stitch, So she's going to take a crochet hook and she's going to place it in the first of the loops. Now the very one right next to her crochet hook she's going to ignore, because that gives her some ease in the stitching. She's actually going to go into actually the second loop along at the top, and as you can see, the loops have created a V shape. You can see now she's got 2 loops on her crochet hook. She's going to twist around the yarn and pull through the first loop, and then twist around again and pull through the second loop, creating your stitch. Okay, and like I said, in the UK this is called a double. In the United States this is called a single stitch, and actually it's exactly the same. So just watching it again, she puts a crochet hook through, takes it through the first stitch, takes it through the second stitch to create her double stitch. Again, the third time. Like I said, this video, if you just put beginners crocheting into YouTube or how to crochet for beginners, this will come up, and it's quite good, and you can repeat. There's several videos in the series and you can repeat watching it. Okay, she's going to go along the whole length. Like I said, she created 10 chains, well actually 11 chains in total. Okay, and she's going through the first loop to form her stitch. One word of advice with this is you need to hold your crochet hook and your yarn securely, but don't hold it too tight. Okay, the tighter you make your stitches, the more difficult it is to crochet into them on the following row. Okay, I'm going to stop screen sharing. And just show you, once you've got to the end of the row, you will end up with something that looks like that. Okay, and that's exactly what she's done. All right. And then all you do for your next row is put in 1 chain just to give it so it doesn't pull tight at the other end, and you literally go back the other way just as she's done. So I'll just quickly show you that. Like I said, watch the video because it is quite easy to follow. So I'm going to go through once and through twice in order to create my second row. Once you've done that several times and gone back and forth, you will end up with something that looks like, hopefully that looks like that with the bit of yarn that you've used. All right. Okay, so that's it for this morning. Like I said, quite a short video, just to just give you hopefully a little bit more help. If you are left-handed, I would suggest you do go onto YouTube, and there are videos available for those that are left-handed. But the Bella Coco videos are quite useful, and they do give step-by-step instructions, and obviously you can repeat them several times. So hopefully you're all feeling well. That's it for me this morning, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.